Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today here in my favorite room of the house. It's the workout room. So what I wanted to do was give you a tour of this room and hopefully maybe it gives you some ideas for your own space. Okay, so basically we just live in a regular 3-bedroom house, but when we were looking for houses, I needed an office space for my home office. And when I saw this house, this bonus room that's above the garage was perfect. It's about 12 by 20 feet. And it was listed as a 4th bedroom or bonus room. So we went ahead and made that the office. Not long after we moved in here was when I found this treadmill on Craigslist, and this is where I put it here in my home office, and still in the same spot, still using the same treadmill, and it's going strong. So basically here's how this room came about. When I celebrated my 5th anniversary of starting my workout program, where I went on to lose 60 pounds, I wanted to give myself a special present. I decided to make that a workout room, and that was possible because our nest was emptying. Our daughter has grown and graduated college and is on her own, so that left the 3rd bedroom downstairs free. So we decided to make that the home office and then make this a dedicated workout space. So we did all this work ourselves, and by we, I mean my husband Keith. We did it on a relatively small budget, and we didn't change anything structurally about the room. So mainly it was paint and fixtures and things like that, most of which we got at Lowe's and Home Depot, and some things I ordered online. So I will detail all of those things and what we got and where we found it and how much it was, and I'll put all of that on the blog. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to show you is the paint. The rest of the house is painted in neutral colors. I wanted something a little different for the workout room. I wanted it to be very fresh and energizing, but nothing too outrageous, nothing that was gonna clash with the rest of the house. So what we decided to do was do actually 2 different shades. We have a darker shade here on the long wall, and then on this part of the ceiling and on the outer walls we have about 2 shades lighter. It's hard to see on the video here, but these are actually the same shades. And then the very top part of the ceiling is in ceiling white. And the reason that we went with 2 different shades is because of the low ceiling here and just kind of the way this angle is and how long this room is. By putting it all the darkest color, it just seems it was a little bit too dark. And having the 2 complementary shades really gave it some contrast, and I think adds a lot to the room. Okay, the next thing I wanted to show you are the mirrors. When we were looking into this project, it quickly became clear that one of the most expensive parts of it was going to be getting a very long custom mirror done. I wanted it to go along as much of the wall as we could. The reason it was going to be expensive is because it would have to be custom cut for the size, but also because it would have to be professionally delivered and installed. So what we decided to do was, instead of getting one big long mirror, we got 3 sections of mirrors that they sold at Home Depot. And we were able to transport those ourselves and install it ourselves. And it was so much less expensive doing it that way. So if you don't mind having, you know, a couple of seams in your mirrors, you can really save a lot of money by doing it that way. So that's worked out really well. Okay, the next thing I wanted to tell you about is the window blind. I ordered it from Blinds Galore online. It's a Levolor custom cut window blind. And one of the reasons I got it online is because I wanted a specific color. I wanted it to be kind of a brushed metal color, which coordinates with the rest of the doorknobs and the lights and other things in the house. And I really liked that color scheme. I wanted to kind of carry that on up here. And so that's worked out great. And next up, I wanted to show you this bar that we installed. I did find it online. And I've never used a bar before this, but I'll tell you what, I'm so glad we have this because I use it every day. I can get such a better stretch than just doing stretches on the floor. So I use it before every workout, and plus you can do bar workouts and a lot of other ballet or whatever, a lot of other things with it. So it's a great thing to order if you have the space for it. You can get them in as little as 4 or 6 feet lengths, or you can get, you know, as long as you want. Make sure you anchor them in a stud and you'll be good to go. Okay, next I want to talk to you a little bit about the lighting that we chose for this room. When we moved here, this room had 2 lighting fixtures. They were ceiling fans with a light fixture below it. It hung down fairly low, so it wasn't great for exercising, and if I was doing a video I couldn't do this, you know, because of the fans hanging down. So we knew that had to be replaced. And so we went with these 2 light fixtures, which I really love. But I will say that these are halogen light bulbs and they get very warm. So if you're doing this in your own room, you might want to consider springing for the LED bulbs. They were considerably higher to do it that way when we were budgeting this, but it does make a difference in the heat. So with a short workout, it doesn't matter, but if you're going to spend a lot of time with these lights on, you're gonna feel it. So along with lights, we also got to choose what kind of switch we wanted for this. And I really like what we went with. We decided to do 2 switches, 1 for each of the light fixtures. I really like this kind of snap on, snap off. It's really simple. But they're also dimmer switches. So I can dim them individually or together, which is really great if maybe you're doing yoga or something, you don't want it so bright, or just want to relax and stretch. That's a great option. Okay, so next I just wanted to show you a few of the accessories that we just used to finish the room off with. Well, every workout room needs a great sound system so you can get going in your workout, and I really like this one. It's an Edifier speaker system. And that's working out really well. This one also will hook right into my iPhone, so I can be on the treadmill and play music and have control of that. If you wanted to be a little less QWERTY about it, you could get a Bluetooth speaker system. Or you could also possibly mount speakers on the wall, and that's what hopefully the next phase of our project will be. So I've got a place here for my weights and other accessories. Very important. All right, so here in the corner, I have this beautiful glass TV stand, and I have a speaker system that plugs into that, and I have a DVD player. It's a great place to do my videos up here. Okay, so there were a few things that we didn't get to do in the room yet, but hopefully maybe we will down the road, and one of those is a new floor. We just kept the existing beige carpet that was up here, and that's fine, but you know, eventually I'm probably going to want to have some kind of a gym floor in here. The other thing that might be nice would be fans mounted in the corners. Right now I just have a stand one in the corner. And also having a sound system mounted, and maybe the TV mounted would be nice as well. It gives you a little more space. I hope you found this video helpful. I hope it gave you some ideas maybe for what you might like to do in your own space. So thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.